Okay, we're on.
Hooray!
There's a little blue box that says, "This hangout on air is live." And now it's a tiny little yellow box.
Now it's a tiny little.
That's so weird. Okay, so yes. So what are we on about today?
Why don't you? It's something you were in, so why don't you?
Something I was the leader of. No, no, actually, no.
I'm losing a
Oh, great, terrific. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is so helpful. Thank you. And by helpful, I mean not at all. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. I have a used mother-in-law I'd like to sell. Alrighty then. Just saying, for the low, low price of I'll pay you $50, you too can have a used mother-in-law.
A used mother-in-law. She didn't know. Well, she did know. She just didn't care, I guess.
Yes. Yes. That's just brilliant. Just brilliant. If I keep keeping secrets like this, we'll never get anywhere. Okay, so I well no I don't even remember. It doesn't matter if I was invited or if I asked to be involved. I don't remember which. But in any event, is one of the groups that I belong to.
Yeah, which I didn't belong
Which you did
to.
not belong to, no. And I did not participate with or in. Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah, because people can just add you.
They were involved.
I'm added to a couple of groups that I never posted. I never posted.
I think I posted like hi to,
I don't
to
even
one of the
read.
people.
I don't even read some of them. I'm like, this is just. I don't have time.
In any event, so this group that I was a part of on the Twitter. I refuse to say twatter because it just sounds so petty.
Well, it also sounds like what's his face? V.
Okay, yeah, he said that
On
too.
the twata.
Yeah, I don't know if he has pronunciation problems.
No, he does that on purpose.
Or if he's just petty like that. But okay, whatever. Twitter is not,
Yeah.
I don't care. Irrespective. So this group that I was a part of, and I would watch them like do it. So and so is like this, and so is like that, and whatever. And they were involved in flagging people on Twitter over and over, I think.
I'm not familiar with it. Like, I don't pay attention to everything. Least of all, like Ian Miles Cheong.
Aha! And Ian Miles Cheong had a spy.
Boy.
He had a spy in the group.
See, I didn't even know what the ant thing was about back when it happened. I had no clue, and then maybe a month later, I was like, "What is this stupid ant thing?" So I went and looked it up.
What is it?
Oh yeah, the ants coming through his air conditioner, falling on his head and shit. Like it was. Yes. Kind of gross.
Okay, so he had a spy apparently in that group, and I looked. I because I used TweetDeck and. Like that was one of the decks that I had, right? I had it pulled up because I figured something's gonna happen at some point, and I'm gonna want to know about it so I can write about it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I wasn't intending to dox anyone that was in the group or anything, but I just figured, in case something, some interesting shit or whatever. I do have a website that covers, the manosphere. Right, so and the alt-right and whatever.
And Mike Stuckbury added you because.
Oh, I think I asked him. I was like, "Oh, can I be part of this group?" And I didn't really know what the hell he was doing.
Okay.
But he's like, I've got this group on Twitter, whatever. So I was like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So apparently they had a spy. Ian Miles Cheong. Ian Miles Cheong.
Oh God. No.
I don't know.
No.
Double O retard. I don't know how that works exactly. But apparently he had a spy, or someone just decided to, infiltrate the group, and they released a list of all the people there, right? So, and of course my name is on there because I was in that group.
Because someone tweeted at me, "Oh look, Willie Bumblebee's husband is in this group," and my reply to it was, we're not the same person. And
Well, but see, but you're associated with me, so it's fair game.
And I don't. And I said he doesn't even post in there, from what I know. I said, great, gotcha. And then he said something about I must have sand in my vagina, and I was like, you sound very like salty. You need to go lie down. Like, yeah.
Like, just for the record, I spend a significant amount of time in that
yeah. So, but
there's nothing to report other than
I do that.
It's so difficult to not. It's so difficult to not. You know, like you
toot your horn.
Well, you know, I don't even want to say. But anyway, my personal life is personal, and get the fuck out of it. But yeah, so yes, I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with people because people would do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there was that guy that.
I mean, let's be clear. I just wanted to say this. Like, I'm part of a couple of groups that you're not part of.
That I don't even. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're.
And vice versa. Yeah.
No,
we're independent people.
And whatever. Like, I don't follow you around. You don't follow me around. That's.
I don't have to.
Well, and I don't have to follow you around. So if you get up to shenanigans, that's on you.
Shenanigans! But no, I did not get up to any shenanigans with those people.
No, I'm just saying if you did, that would be on you.
Yeah, absolutely. But see, but I'm saying because they like to guilt by association, right?
Of course.
And fair enough, fair enough, because like if you hang out with Kraut and Tea, yeah, I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to know me because I was in that group, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm fine with that. You're
not gonna lose.
And I'm not gonna cry because you don't like me.
Or lose any sleep.
Over it, really, because there's no point. But yeah, I just wanted to get ahead of the inevitable misrepresentation by Ian Miles Cheong.
Well, yeah, because he
likes to lie about people.
He got tweeted that stuff about 6 hours ago.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's busy typing away with his little army of ants. You know, and so yeah, I'm definitely sure that's gonna happen. Maybe it won't. I don't know, but I'm sure it will.
Well, he doesn't like me, so it would be a nice.
Oh no, he doesn't like me.
It would be a nice way to sort of shoehorn me in on something I wasn't
a part of. Yeah. But no, fair enough. It's fine. It's fine. He can do that. It's just that he likes to lie about a lot.
Oh, he lies about
like everything. He just put out a story.
He lies about everything.
Yeah.
I don't think he has an honest bone in his body. Like
bone. Ian Miles Cheong, bone.
I said bone.
I don't know. All I know is that regarding the protests, you know, the totally not racist, totally not neo-Nazi, totally not Polish fascist nut jobs protests that happened in I guess Warsaw. I'm not sure what city it was in.
Yeah, it was Warsaw.
Warsaw. Okay, so totally not neo-Nazi kind of shit. Totally not fascist. Totally not get all the muzzies out. No. Totally not white brothers and shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, totally not that. He tweeted out a picture of those protests.
Yeah.
They had their protests like every year.
It was a picture from 2014.
And the picture was from 2014, and I think
it was 2014 or 2016,
and he's like,
whatever.
And he's making it seem like no, they were totally not fucking racist and shit because they had a banner that said or that had a swastika on it with with the red slash.
Anything he says, assume the opposite. Just assume the opposite. He's full of shit.
Yeah, so, you know, but yeah, I was in that group. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to pretend because, you can Photoshop that totally if you really want to.
Yeah.
If you really want. I'm fascinated by the level of evidence that these guys pretend is evidence of stuff. You know, they're highly skeptical. Yeah. But yeah, so you can totally Photoshop that. But
you gotta do it. Skeptical.
Yeah. But I was totally in that group. I didn't participate in any flagging of anybody. And by the way,
did not you because flog anybody? You didn't flag anyone. Did you flog anyone?
No, I didn't flog anybody. but let's be clear, right? Not because like I wouldn't. Because like if you're a dick to me and you piss me off enough,
yeah,
right? If you violate the TOS, I most certainly will flag you, right? I don't have a problem with that. But these guys were like busy doing it. They were like, so who are we gonna flag next? And I'm like, dude, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I didn't tweet that to anybody. I'm just saying, like, I got shit to do. I'm not gonna get involved in like people that's what they're doing, like that's what they spend their day doing.
Yeah.
Finding people to flag. Like I got nothing to do with that. I'm not clicking through a million motherfuckers shit.
Now,
right? So it's not that I wouldn't, it's that I don't got time for that shit.
When you're done with this issue, with this subject,
mm-hmm.
There is another thing I want to talk
about. Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm done with it. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
I got nothing to say. I don't know what I know.
You're done with Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
I knew the guy that invited me, who's Mike Stokeberry.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not, it's no big secret. His name is there.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know.
Well, I have.
But that's about it. I didn't know anybody else there. And I would scroll through it occasionally in like the 3 days that it was up.
Yeah.
And, well, at least I think it was up for that long. I don't know. Or 4 days maybe. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, like, I didn't know other people there.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't involved in their conversations or had very, almost nothing. I think I tweeted at somebody twice, maybe. Like I don't know. I don't remember who it was. If you quiz me on it, put a gun to my head, you'd have to shoot me.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know, other than the guy that invited me, who it was that was in there. And totally, like I said, totally not because I wouldn't. Because if I had my way, like 90% of the motherfuckers that tweeted me would be gone. So totally not because I would not do that. I totally fucking would. I totally would. If I had the time and the inclination, I would do that. If I knew enough coding that I could set that up on a computer and run it, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Like I made apps before, but not like that. But I totally make an app where you put somebody's name in and it'll false like it'll false flag you like 1,000 times a day.
Yeah.
For sure. If I could, I absolutely would. But I figured something would happen.
I have,
and it did. Sorry.
I have some stuff about Jordan Peterson.
Of course, the retard du jour.
Yeah. Now this is interesting because this tweet that I'm going to read out in a minute was done at 7:51 a.m. So he like pretty much rolls out of bed and gets angry about SJWs.
That's presuming he rolled out of bed. I mean,
he might have been up all night stringing things to pins in his basement.
I don't know. Yeah. So.
But it's just.
When normal people are getting up out of bed.
Yeah, because like it's 7:51 in the morning. If I'm tweeting, it's because I've been up all night with the kid.
Yeah. I'm already up.
He doesn't have like a small child, so yeah.
Thank God for small favors. Jeez, it almost makes me want to be a religious person, I gotta say.
No. So he tweeted this out at 7:15 this morning. 7:51 this morning. I'm dyslexic. I'm reading things backwards, apparently. No, I'm not shitting on dyslexic people. Jordan B. Peterson, quote, "Why did I oppose Bill C-16? Oxford teacher faces action over pupil." And then he links to an article by the BBC, and I was like, oh, okay, Oxford, BBC. So apparently he's doing the skeptical thing of just taking titles and running with them, right? Not reading articles. So I replied to him.
Did you read the article?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I replied to him, "That's in Britain, you idiot. C-16 is Canadian. stop conflating shit to fuel your moronic narrative. To which someone then wrote in on their, you know, white knighting horse for Jordan Peterson, and they were like, well, you can't tell that he's pointing out that it's similar to C16. If you can't parse that, you're an idiot. I was like, similar doesn't mean the same. Learn how words work, right? And so Jordan Peterson is trying to conflate some religious person who is a teacher at Oxford who apparently misgendered someone, and they filed a complaint.
Okay.
And
did something happen to the religious professor?
No, he's just under review for it, right? Because look, it's a complaint, right? They have to.
Complaints are a dime a dozen.
No, but apparently, according to other sources, like I read a couple other articles on this, he's targeted this student before.
That particular student?
Yeah. So this isn't like a one-off.
Okay, this is not a one-off. This is like a harassment thing.
This might have been like the last straw for that student. Yeah. They were like, fuck it, I'm just, I'm gonna file a complaint.
Right.
And this is a Christian, like he's like, my beliefs are that
he said this. Or something like that.
Yeah, he's a very religious person. He's a pastor for a church as well, right? And he's like, my religious convictions tell me that this whole gender thing is bullshit. He's like, but I was trying to be respectful. And look, I don't know the whole story, but my point is, Britain has a very different set of laws and rules. Just because something is similar doesn't mean it's the fucking same.
Well, no.
And when Jordan Peterson's like, this is why I oppose Bill C-16. Why? Because something happened in Britain?
Apparently they don't teach geography.
Let me know when someone hauls your ass out into the Human Rights Commission, where you won't go to jail, Jordan Peterson, you fucking idiot.
Well, you could if you decide to flout the law.
No.
No. I mean, if you decide, like, if they impose a fine on you and you're like, fuck you, I'm not paying
if you don't want to pay the fine or whatever, okay, great. But I mean, I'm saying, like, they're not.
That would be flouting the law.
Yeah, but they're not going to sentence you at the Human Rights Commission for not using someone's fucking pronouns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not going to jail for that. And how many people have gone to jail on
none? Zero.
And
nada.
How long has it been? Like,
C-16's been active
about 20-some weeks or something?
No. That's from when they first proposed it. It's been active.
It's been active
for maybe 3 months, I guess.
Yeah, something like
2.5, 3 months. Okay. Yeah, not one person.
Okay.
Not one fucking person.
Yeah, no, it's not designed to work that way. Look, what happened here is that.
And so I just want to finish here. And then I tweeted out one more thing. I said, I am still baffled as to how Jordan Peterson is still allowed to teach at U of T and peddle his bullshit.
Well, he had to put his little pee away on that whole academic autopsy website he wanted to get started. Yeah. Very much like the Candace Owens website that she wanted to get started.
And the reason I'm talking about this is because Dusty put out a tweet that reminded me of this while you were talking about the other thing, right? And Dusty says, serious question, if someone truly feels most comfortable and respected by being referred to with the pronoun Z, like he's just using that one as an example, XE, right, Z, how does using their preferred pronoun in any way hurt you or make the world a worse place? Why do so many of you care so much? Because I'll tell you. Well, my reply was because my feels.
But yeah, well, essentially yes. But here's the problem with Jordan Peterson. Besides the fact that he's a fucking whacked out nut job that wants to be a megachurch pastor, right? And when you become a professional in any field, there are, and sometimes it's more informal than formal, but there are a set of professional responsibilities that you're required to adhere to by the community of people that have accepted you as an expert, right? So, right, because that's how it works. For those of you that don't know, like in a nutshell, when you apply for a doctorate, you present it to a bunch of other doctors that are experts in their field.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll read your dissertation, and then they'll basically quiz you on it and whatever. And they're going to decide whether or not you earned a doctorate.
Wait. Giffon's in the chat. He says, hell. He says, hell, I'll even call Jordan Peterson professor if you want. I'm nice like that.
Yeah, I'm good like that. I'll call you professor if you want me to.
I like that.
But so basically, right, the community of experts, whatever they are, right?
Yeah.
They accept you into their community. Now you are one of us. Now you're a PhD. Now you're a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Now your job is to teach and to and not always teach, but you're gonna, contribute to the field by working at CERN or working, right? That's how it works, right? So, but and certain professions have outlines of professional sets of standards that are they're not like laws per se, but they are the bylaws, right?
Well,
so you have to follow them.
It's like medical ethics.
Well, yes, and more than that in some cases.
I know,
right?
but I'm using it as an example.
And
right?
lawyers do all sorts of, fucked up shit all the time. But if you had the money, the inclination, the time to, you could report them to the American Bar Association, the New York Bar Association, the Virginia Bar Association, whoever,
I'm
right?
sure they've got plenty of ethics boards.
They have panels for this kind of stuff, and they review complaints, and like what happened to Stefan Molyneux's wife is that they came down on her and was and they told her, you can't be telling people to defoo and to leave their families and to not, because that runs counter to what the stated professional goals of the psychological community are, right? They're supposed to help you get not crazy or whatever, right? Your emotional problems, whatever.
I reported they weren't a psychologist, they were a psychotherapist, and they still have a board here that they have to sort of adhere to. And and this particular psychotherapist was a Freudian.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right? And
as if we haven't progressed 100 years.
Yeah, and the guidelines actually say that you can use Freud's theories and whatever, but you cannot do therapy by saying that someone wants to kill their mother and fuck their father or whatever, right? And so so there you go.
And so that was an issue.
That was an issue.
Well, yes.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, because you have a fiduciary duty to your clients, right? If you are a practicing psychotherapist or a doctor, there are professional standards, right?
Oh, even midwives now in Quebec, midwives have been recognized now as
okay. I'm sure they have some licensing procedure of some sort, even if it's not binding, whatever.
Within the last 10 years, right now they have courses you can take at the colleges and universities to become a licensed midwife.
Yeah.
But you've got to abide by.
Right, you got to abide by that professional communities, whatever you think of them. I'm just saying they're a community of professionals that have decided upon a set of standards and whatever. And if you're a lawyer, just as one example, right? If you're a lawyer, you have to go every year for a certain amount of what they call, in New York anyway, I don't know what they call it in other jurisdictions, they call it continuing legal education, CLE.
Yeah.
And they offer courses through the professional association, and sometimes you can go to outside sources and then petition them to right.
Yeah.
If I take a class, if I travel to England and take a class with the lawyers there, then I can travel back to the United States and say, listen, I want to apply to, I want to claim that I completed my continuing legal education for this year over there, and this is what I did, and then they would try to figure out if it's comparable, if they can do it, or all that kind of stuff, right? They have all sorts of rules.
Yeah.
They have all sorts of rules. Stephen Molyneux's wife got gigged by the American Psychological Association for violating those rules.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peterson seems
that
I don't know. It seems to be the case that his attempt to start academic autopsy which is a take on, I think Kevin Logan did that, a take on the social autopsy website that Candace Owen wanted to start, right? Basically, what people have called a doxing site, right?
Yeah. Which is stupid because even June Shoeonhead, even she was like, "This is stupid. We already have Rate My Professor."
Yeah. Okay.
You know, she was like, "What the hell are you?"
Yeah. What the hell?
Say, even if June even got this, then you know, I gotta say, Jordan Peterson, you're a moron.
I had a sticker when I was a young kid, and I put it on the case that I carried to school. My art case, right? The studio art case.
Okay, yeah.
Department of Redundancy Department.
Oh yeah.
And
that reminded me of that. Yeah.
And but yes, he tried to start this website, and apparently his university got wind of it. Where does he teach? Ryerson?
No, he teaches at U of T.
Okay, U of T. All right. So apparently his university got wind of it, and or the I guess the Canadian Psychological Association. I don't know what they call it here. I have no idea what
I'm not sure exactly.
But anyway, somebody got wind of it, and then he put out a tweet saying, "No, it's going on hiatus. I'm not gonna do this now."
Yeah, because other people were like, "Yeah, do that, and you're in trouble."
You just changed your mind all on your own. Sure, you did. So yeah,
his hatred for transgender people and anyone who doesn't think like him.
Well, a lot of Christians have that.
It's
a lot
so
of Christians
deep that.
Well, look, no. You know how deep this goes for some motherfuckers? This is how deep it goes. There are avowed atheists, right? Those atheism is just, I don't believe in God, and skepticism and rational trademark.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers are like, well, I guess I'm a cultural Christian.
Yeah, I know. They're all
like, yeah, everyone in the Western world is essentially a cultural Christian, you dumbass.
Yeah, but they're calling themselves
because they
atheists
and Christian atheists. Yeah. I'm a cultural Christian, and but I don't believe in God. And and Jordan Peterson is feeding them. He's like, God is this thing. It's a amorphous idea thing that like, dude, you're a preacher.
Yeah.
You're a fucking preacher. So yes.
But it's amazing what these people believe, right? Like Dusty's question that he asked, and I'll reread it for people so they know what he said.
Anybody who's in the cheap seats and can't see that far.
Serious question. If someone truly feels most comfortable and respected by being referred to with the pronoun Z, how does using their preferred pronoun in any way hurt you or make the world a worse place? Why do so many of you care so much?
I was going to answer that.
Well, actually, there's quite a few answers here. Someone said, personally, I have no problem with it because I'm not a total dick, but I view it as a societal issue. I don't mind, but here's why I mind. I do take issue with it when states pass laws like California that force others to call them by their preferred pronouns or go to jail. And to which Dusty says, did the laws actually do that, or do they just prevent people using gender against others to purposefully harass them in the workplace? To which they didn't reply.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Because, that's probably what the law doesn't work the way you think it does.
Jordan Peterson going, C-16 means people will go to jail and it's like, no, that's not how it works.
That's not how the law works.
That's not how any of this works.
Okay.
Wait.
That's not how any of this works.
And someone else says, if I misgender somebody, I'm okay with being corrected, but I don't want to be called a bigot for it. That's I'm sorry. Is calling you a bigot hurtful to you? Go cry in a corner.
I mean, well, look, that's the thing. Well, no, some people are legit like
assholes, but then some people like this are the ones that are always telling feminists and SJWs to hurt you.
Words can't hurt you. Yeah.
Oh, well, you don't want to be called a bigot? Suck it up. Words can't hurt you.
Well, no, some people legit like make them the mistake, right? Look, I don't do it with like, and let me be clear, right? And in this example, there are two issues moving together, right? Let me take the Blair White example, right?
Yeah.
The other day she was on Dave Rubin, and she was on with Candace Owens. And Candace Owens at the very beginning, oh my God, she just right out the gate, she was a prick. What she misgendered Blair, and then she explained that it was because she's pandering to her group, to her followers, because her followers are like Christy, super Christy, like turfy types that that don't believe in that shit and whatever, and that she's just making it clear that she doesn't either, but she's gonna be polite about it.
Yeah.
And she was very clear for like 3 minutes
on
the issue.
I know.
There are two issues going on, right? One, is it an issue of politeness, right?
Right.
And like, do you believe in that shit? Right.
Well, so can I just say, there's some guy out here. This is hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. He's having an argument with Dusty, right, of why he won't use someone's pronouns. Oh, right. God. He's like, I refuse to be told what to say.
Oh my God, you sound like one of my kids.
Yeah, and so Dusty.
No, wait, my kids are smarter than that.
No, you gotta listen.
Wait, my kids are smarter than that.
You gotta listen to this. Dusty says, yeah, God forbid the world evolves and becomes more complicated. Progress is awful, right?
Yes.
Like, he's being sarcastic. This guy comes back. Okay.
Unironically says.
No, here we go. He says, well, I'm a lifelong vegan, so I've done plenty for the world. What the fuck?
I guess. So this is
but I love the meaning behind that, which is, I've done enough. I haven't eaten meat.
Fuck you! I'm calling you what I want.
I'm tired of doing it. I'm a lifelong vegan. I've done enough for the world.
Somebody said, as a matter of fact, somebody today said to me on Twitter.
People are so ridiculous.
Somebody said to me on Twitter today something about being in the service, and I was like, look, I gave the Marine Corps my knees. I'm keeping the rest of me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
so I get it. I absolutely get it.
I'm dying.
But I'm kind of, in the service is one thing, because after you're too old and you can't do that shit no more. But this other thing, I'm like, wait, so you're a vegan? So that's your contribution, and you can't be
lifelong vegan. Apparently, he popped out of his mother and was like, I'm a vegan.
Breast milk? What's that for? Get them titties away from me, bitch.
When they came out with the transgender pronouns, he was like, God damn it!
God damn it! I've had enough.
I've been meat-free my whole life.
Maybe you should have a steak. Maybe you should have a steak and be nice to people.
I think you're missing protein. Your brain's not firing properly.
Look. All I know is.
Oh God.
All I know is, right. Like, with Blair White, what happened to her was fucked up. Or no, what that person did to her.
I have very little compassion for Blair White.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
I really do. But to purposefully misgender people.
And apparently she has.
That's shitty.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. I
don't care who you are.
That's kind of a shitty. That's a dick move. That's totally a dick move.
That's why when Candace did that, I was literally going, oh,
that was
bitch.
fucked up. Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
Now, the other issue is actually not as polite, but does she deserve it? That's the other issue that runs to it, and I don't know.
Well, karma. If you believe in karma,
I'm saying she's called people trannies and all sorts of shit. So I don't know.
She's not the nicest person.
Yeah, there's an argument that you can make that, well, fuck her, she deserves it.
I mean, all the shit she put Riley Dennis through.
Well, and all that shit she put that other woman through.
Which one?
The one that was on our stream, crazy hair.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about.
I'm not saying it's a comparable.
No, I'm talking about other transgender
I'm not saying
people,
it's
right?
I'm not saying it's a comparable situation.
Yeah,
I'm saying she was a prick to that lady over there, and she's a prick to this other lady. So yeah, like if you're a dick, those are the wages of being a dick. Yeah. People are gonna be a dick to you every so often. Maybe more often than not, right? But I don't know. Irrespective of that, right?
Yeah.
The reason that I brought up all that stuff about fiduciary duty and professional standards and everything
Yeah.
Is that Jordan Peterson is supposed to be a PhD in psychology.
Yeah.
And he is supposed to adhere to their whether you think it's dogmatic or it's not.
Well, not just
their standards.
Not just the Psychological Association standards,
but the university standards as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so, you know, he may have, arguably, he may have violated those both those sets of standards by his.
Some professors have been very vocal about the fact that they want to get him out. So, you know.
So yeah, so apparently, yeah. You know, it's a good thing he's getting 70 grand a month, because you can't start a mega church with a couple of dimes and crazy people.
Yeah, well, that's it, exactly.
So it's a good thing. Hopefully he's saving some of that shit up so he could be the next Jerry Falwell.
There you go. Exactly.
So yeah, you're not supposed to do these sorts of things. And as a matter of fact, it's impressed upon you that even, and this is where this phrase that people don't fully get most of the time is that right, you have to make, even when something is not improper, even when you are doing no wrong and you know you are doing no wrong,
yeah,
you are violating no standard or doing anything inappropriate as a professional in your field,
yeah,
you have to, even still, right, you have to avoid the appearance of impropriety. You that is part of your duty, right? Mm-hmm. I said duty. If you're a lawyer, you can't. That's why there are things like recusing yourself from a court case, because even if you are the most impartial person on earth and your friend is a defendant or a plaintiff, right? If they're involved in the case, you're supposed to recuse yourself.
Yes.
Because just literally because people might think you're not being impartial.
Yeah.
Even if you're the most impartial person and you don't care and you go by the letter of the law, and we can like demonstrate that every decision you made from the beginning of the trial to the end of the trial was the same exact decision anybody else would have made, you're supposed to let anybody else make it.
Yeah, I think Gefon's a little befuddled in the live chat that Jordan Peterson is making 70 grand a month.
I'm not. Yeah, religious believers are religious believers.
Says, and here I am working for a living. Don't I feel stupid?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's nice work if you can get it.
Yeah. You just start a cult.
You start yourself a cult, and that, and yeah. Now, I toyed with the idea, but I'm not. I'm not that immoral to start a cult.
Now, speaking of cults and cultish behavior and cultish ways of thinking and just plain stupidity, Keurig, right? The coffee machine.
Yeah, the coffee machine people. I hate those people.
Well, we have a Keurig machine, and I'm not clear whether I should smash it or not because
all
the smashy.
Let's be clear. You don't even drink coffee, and. No. I hate that fucking thing, and it's sitting in the basement.
Yeah. But listen, Hannity said something stupid, of course, Sean Hannity, right?
Well, when does he ever say anything intelligent is my question.
And Keurig decided to pull their ads from the
yeah, I love that shit.
During the show.
I love that kind of shit. It's like, yeah, we're going to advertise with you. Wait, you misgendered some douchebag walking across the street? Oh, well, no. Now we're fuck you, man.
Okay, well, get this.
All the racist shit, not a problem.
Yeah, not the racist.
All the sexist bullshit, all the lies.
That wasn't the problem.
All the fake news you put out. I'm good with all of that.
I love that.
But you misgendered someone's toddler? Oh.
I know. But so people who are fans of Sean Hannity, right?
Okay.
These idiots have decided to smash their Keurig machines in retaliation for this.
They spent the whole weekend doing that.
Yeah, people have been smashing throwing them out of windows. Y'all are gonna kill someone by tossing them out of the window. But some geniuses, some of these,
of course,
these Sean Hannity supporters, these obviously
the fanboys,
obviously the most brilliant people on the planet.
Of course,
right?
Of course, without a doubt.
Have posted tweets that they are going to go to Walmart and buy up to like 3 or 4 Keurig machines and throw them out the window. And to which I'm thinking, I'm sure Keurig will be happy that you're spending like $400 on their fucking machines. I'm going to protest you by giving you all my money.
By giving you all my money. You're a fucking genius, you retard. I'm gonna protest Coca-Cola's, exploitation of workers. How? I'm opening up a factory in Guatemala. You can't stop me.
So there is a contingent of very smart people, apparently.
Oh God.
Running amok, buying coffee.
Killing Keurigs.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is fucking
brilliant.
Hilarious.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. So.
And what's that whole shitting in your diapers thing?
What's shitting in your diapers thing?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. Apparently that was a thing also. Or I don't know if it's metaphorical for something.
I have no idea.
I was busy reading like actual things today.
There was a protest though outside of the Washington Post by 4 idiots who dressed up like Pinocchio and put like the word Washington Post on their chest, like on a piece of paper on their chest. Oh, and they think like, that's gonna, be a big message to Washington Post. Four idiots standing outside in Pinocchio suits. You're a bunch of liars, Washington Post. These people just can't help self-owning themselves. They look like idiots. They're dressed up with these fucking huge noses and everything. I'm like, dude, you look like you have a dick on your face. Like, what is wrong with
people
you?
People are gonna be mean to you about that. People are gonna say things. I'm just saying.
Look, I got big nose. I can say shit about big noses. All right.
I'm just saying. But no. Yes.
I mean, like, what is your point other than to look completely ludicrous and be the laughing stock of everyone who now sees your picture on Twitter and anywhere else it shows up?
I don't know what to tell you. The world is coming to an end, motherfuckers. The world is coming to an end. Grab your ankles and kiss your ass goodbye. Motherfuckers is totally losing it.
Oh my God, there's so many stupid people out there. It boggles the mind.
The inmates are running the asylum.
It really is sad, I have to say.
The inmates are running the asylum, no
Jesus
doubt.
Christ.
Yeah.
Can I leave the planet now?
NASA better hurry its ass up.
Yeah. I'd like to leave now, thank you. I'll go for free. I'll even pay you, NASA.
I'm gonna join the octogenarian fucking astronaut program, just so long as you get me off this planet.
Seriously. Jesus Christ. So yeah, so these brilliant idiots are going around smashing their Keurigs, and one guy I read smashed his Keurig, but it was his wife's Keurig.
Oh, dude, what's wrong?
She was rather pissed.
Unhappy, I would say.
Yes,
yeah.
So,
Smashing your Keurigs. I agree. I hate those fucking things. I really do.
They're not that great at all.
And I have yet to have a decent cup of coffee out of one.
I guess if you're single, or like you because you can program it to do it in the morning and stuff, right? Like
you can get your love doll to do it for you.
My mom loves hers, right? Well, she doesn't have a Keurig. She has another brand, but it does the same fucking thing, and she loves it because she programs it for in the morning. So when she wakes up, the
coffee's done. I used to do that with my old coffee.
Because for her to do, she lives alone, right? So for her to do like a whole pot of coffee is ridiculous,
right?
So I guess it's handy for that.
Well, but you can't do it now because you tossed it out the window.
Well, no, we still have ours here. If anyone wants to smash one, we have one here, just sitting around collecting dust.
Yeah, it's sitting in the thing. Yeah, I can't. a cup of coffee out of that. I'm sorry,
but when I first saw that people were smashing their Keurigs, I wasn't sure why, right? So, like, I'm sitting here going, is this a thing I should be doing? Like,
I thought,
should I go get my Keurig and throw it out the window? I'm not sure. Like,
I read an article.
Mr. Bond, this message will self-destruct in 5 minutes. Like, is my Keurig gonna explode on me or something?
Is it going to kill me with a laser? It's gonna put me on a slab of steel. I forget which James
it's
Bond
become
movie
self-aware.
Self-aware.
Yeah.
When I heard about it, I briefly thought to myself of an article that I read like months ago, if not more.
Yeah.
If not longer than that, about how the little packages that the coffee comes in are going to be contributing more and more to landfills and shit, because it's like a total waste of stuff. So I thought, oh, you know, like Greenpeace or PETA or some shit. That's what I thought. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, you can get the reusable cups, which is what we had, right?
Those we had the
plastic inserts. You just fill them up.
Yeah.
Because buying those cups is ridiculous. You get what, 24 cups for $12? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, that's not a good deal. No.
Are you out of your fucking mind? And you can only use it once.
For those of you that have never seen, for those of you that grew up in a fucked up time period, there's a cartoon with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and Daffy Duck dresses up as a devil.
Yeah.
And he goes on stage to do this amazing, incredible
I remember
trick.
That one. Yeah.
And then he goes on to he keeps saying, I've got the best trick ever, like, you know, but I can only do it once.
Yeah.
I can only do it one time. And he swallows some uranium, and he swallows
a whole bunch
some
of other shit.
nitroglycerin and some other shit, and then he swallows a match and blows up.
Yeah.
But I can only do it once.
Well, it's like the joke, the suicide bombing school, right? Pay attention! I can only show you this once.
So yes, there's that. And then this Sunday we had oh my fucking God, it put me like a day behind my actual work.
What was that?
The 6-hour stream.
That was your stream. My throat was like on fire because
God.
I have a cold, and I was trying to participate, but every time I spoke,
it got spicy, didn't it?
My throat?
No, not the throat. The chat.
Oh yeah, it got spicy. I put up.
People were miffed at each other.
I understand that, and I just want to clear this up for people who watched the 30-minute clip that I cut out and put on my channel, just so people could
see what that.
Yeah, because it was a 6-hour stream.
It was it was long.
Yeah, so I cut out the part that.
I'm long. I'm long.
You're long.
I'm long. I have long streams.
So I don't agree with Naomi on finding.
That's crazy hair.
Crazy hair. Okay. I don't agree with her on finding humor in Trump's presidency. I can't. I don't find.
Well, I think.
And she was like, "Well, I gotta find it funny, otherwise I'll cry." But that wasn't the vibe she was giving in the beginning when she was talking about like my memes, my dank memes and stuff. And to me, it felt like she was backpedaling when she realized that people were like, "Hey, whoa, what? Like, you're okay with Trump being elected because you've got dank
because
memes?"
Now because it's funny.
And I listened to it like 3 times, and I'm like, either she's really horrible at expressing herself, which could be the case.
She admits. I don't remember when, but she does admit she has a hard time, talking about some stuff.
All right. And well, it just because I listened to it like 3 times and it didn't make any sense. From what she said in the beginning to where she ended up after people were like questioning her and shit, I was like, it just sounds like you're backpedaling, And look, I'm sorry, but again, with this guilt by association, I don't like it. And I like Naomi. I want to believe that Naomi is, a good person, and she has people's best interests at heart and everything. But she was also defending the fucking Kekistan shit, right? And so when I've got those 2 things in front of me, I'm kind of like, I'm sorry.
I totally get it.
I gotta be a little wary.
I totally get it.
I'm out at night and I'm in a dark alley and someone's walking towards me with a hammer, they may be there to fix a window or they may be there to bash my head in. I'm going to be a little wary of what's going on. I'm just saying, you know. So.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. I totally get the other side too.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not being faux centrist. I get it. People can still be a dick and whatever, and you can like shun them if you want. Yeah. But I understand.
I'm not going to shun it.
No, I'm not saying that.
But I want to be clear because I think some people thought that like I hated Naomi or I was like mad at her or something, and I'm not. I don't agree, and I don't have to agree, and she doesn't have to agree with me. But that doesn't mean like I hate her, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to do the stream with her if she still wants to. I would like to do the stream with her that I said we were going to do on false accusations and male what was it, male toxic masculinity and something else. I can't remember, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'd be more than happy to do stream with her, but I'm just saying I don't agree with that.
You know, I don't think it's funny either, and I don't think that's a good way to deal with the
I think it's immature. I think it's an immature way. But then again, she's young,
and we're old.
I also have to look at it from you know, that angle. Like, she's young and she doesn't have all that. You know, it's not that I'm older; it's that I've lived longer. But yeah. No.
But also, you know, she admits readily that she's a bit socially awkward and stuff. But more interesting than that was let me give y'all a piece of advice.
Because later on, because just so people know, I left and went upstairs because I had to take care of the little one,
and I missed the whole crazy hair thing.
And I put the kids to bed and everything, and while I was rocking the little one to sleep, I fell asleep. So we both passed out together. So I was not there for the whole 6 hours. And so this morning, when you filled me in on what happened, I was like, what?
So, as it turns out, it's, as a general proposition, a bad idea to tell someone to shut up on their own fucking stream.
Yeah, it's probably not especially you. Out of all the people.
Look, I don't let.
I mean, I told Carl to shut up, but that's only because he wouldn't stop talking, and I was like, Carl, please, can I? And I was like, over and over for a good like.
But it was your stream.
Well, yeah, it was also my stream. But then I was like, oh, would you just shut the fuck up? You know?
Yeah. Look. The other day, two of our kids got in a tiff, and one of them says to the other, "It's my room, it's my rules."
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I turned around really slow, and I was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah, my room, my rules. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, "What?" Said, I said,
Yeah.
Actually, it's my room, and they're my rules.
You see this house? This is my house. You see that room you're in? That's my room.
You see that clothes that you're wearing? That's my fucking clothes.
Yeah.
When you get a job and you pay for it yourself, it's yours.
I can't imagine having said that when my dad was around. My room. Shit.
Yeah. No. It's not a good idea to fuck with a patriarch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so she lost her tablet privileges for the day over that.
Yeah, because it's my fucking house and they're my fucking rules, not yours. I don't give a shit if I gave you the room, right? So if I'm unwilling to let my own daughter do that, man.
So why don't you tell people what happened?
Okay, so people were having an argument. Crazy was having an argument with
David.
David. Okay.
Yeah.
And David Bishop. And I don't know the guy. Maybe the guy is a really nice guy or whatever. I don't know. What I do know is that he started out apologizing for some reason, and I missed the part of of why he's apologizing. Right?
Oh yeah.
They had a tiff at some point. I was upstairs.
You weren't here for the part where he was like, you know what, fuck you,
right? That kind of stuff,
or whatever.
And then he logged off, and then he came back on.
Yeah.
And then he started not apologizing.
It was sort of an apology.
It was sort of an apology, but not really.
I haven't listened to it. I'm just going by what you said.
Yeah.
And also George Dorsey here says, Yo, Joe, when Penguin Guy told you to shut the fuck up, I had to lean back a bit.
Because
if I had been here, I would have been like, oh shit.
If y'all do that, see, things would be slightly different if you do that in a Starbucks, because like I'm close enough. Things would be slightly different.
So what happened?
But so he was busy not apologizing, and then they started arguing again, and he was calling her names. And look, I disagree with what she says. I disagree with her view on the entire meme of Kekistan shit, and I disagree with her view on laughing about Donald Trump's being president. And I probably will disagree on a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna have a discussion, right?
You can't be calling people
then
stupid
don't be
or moron.
I mean, have the discussion, right? Don't
like,
and don't talk over each other.
I call people stupid and moron all the time. But if I'm gonna sit down and have a discussion with them,
I'm not gonna misgender you.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit there and every 5 minutes go, well, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking
like, are you religious? Oh yeah, you believe in stupid shit.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next. Oh yeah, remember that religious thing? If I'm interested in having a serious discussion now,
so I don't think that his approach is a
good fruitful.
One. Well, because he actually does do that on like that's the way he debates with people. That's how he does his thing, right? So
I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy. I've never seen the stream.
So this isn't anything like new or out of the blue, right? Like he's like that.
Okay, so not on my stream. On my stream, I am the only dick allowed to be on.
Yeah, and so
hold on.
So he told you to shut the fuck up.
I don't remember if you used the word fuck or not. And to be honest, there was so many people talking.
Well, because
it wasn't just she and him.
From what I understand, from what you told me before, is you were trying to interject.
Yes, right? I was trying to I don't even remember what I was trying to say. I just remember like that I was trying to say something, and no one would shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, also our audio was shit, so you were really low. Amazing. Joe's voice was really low.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers complain about everything. What the fuck? It's too big, it's too little, it's too hard, it's too soft, it's too big, it's too tough. Come on. Cut me some slack here. Cut me some slack here.
So you were trying to interject.
And somebody, I don't even know that it was him precisely.
No, apparently it was.
Apparently, I guessed that it was.
Well, he was the only one who was tossed. I know for a fact it wasn't. Well, unless you had other people come in that I don't know.
There were a lot of people talking all at the same time. That's why it was so hard for me to parse who it was. But I
know it definitely wasn't Beach. And
no,
it wasn't Alex, and it wasn't.
And I went with my gut, and I was like, click.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Because
Well, George says it was him too. So.
No, I figured that it was.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't listened to it.
But I see that it's what I keep telling people. It's like no. Do I have double standards for this kind of shit? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's my stream, and I will do with it as I please. And if I stream on you and you don't like it, go in the corner and dry off with a towel. Got nothing to do with me. So, but I get to tell people to shut up.
He did say shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So
no. Yeah, no. I don't let my kid make these claims, right? Where they have authority over me for some random reason. No, I don't let my kid do it. I'm not letting you do it. Are you insane?
I wonder if he's still gonna have me on his podcast. Because I was supposed to be on his podcast tomorrow. So
I don't know.
So we'll see. I don't
know what to tell you.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know what to tell you. But do I have double standards when it comes to that? Yeah. But again, right? I'm a different kind of thing than most people are used to. I'm a different kind of human.
Yes.
I do try.
Are you human?
Sort of.
Are you human?
Sort of. Parts of me definitely are human. But no, I try to be fair. I do try to be fair.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was wrong because of what the guy was doing, because Naomi that I know of is not a gratuitously insulting person.
No.
Like she doesn't like just call you a dick or whatever. Just cause, right?
She's from PEI. They just don't do that over there.
And so
it's yeah. You think we're polite?
And again, I don't even like.
We're polite here in Montreal?
Yeah, I know.
Go to PEI.
You fucking Canadians. And I know, like, I don't even agree with most of what she would probably think on a wide range of subjects, but that was unfair.
It was.
And so,
yeah,
you know, I try to be fair. I try to be fair. I don't always get it right, you know, but I try because when you have authority, like legit authority, not when you're like like Jordan Peterson, you know, psychologist extraordinaire, pontificating on the legal system and laws and shit.
Gefon says you're Puerto Rican, so you're vaguely human.
I'm vaguely human, yes. yeah, something like that, yes.
We put them up on blocks at night.
That's right. You know I'm gonna beat you later, right? Okay. Just saying I'm gonna beat you later. Just keep that, just bear that in mind. You better get your digs in now, because you're gonna pay for them later. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Oh God.
When you have legit authority, like when it's your stream or like when it's your house, you have to be fair. You have to try to be fair anyway, right? You have to try to exercise that authority judiciously, not just, you know, spew it all over the place, right?
Left, right, and center.
Left, right,
in my hair.
Yeah. And so, you know, I'm not gonna get into it being Tuesday, because you know it's always Tuesday here. But yes, you got to try to be a little bit, you know, circumspect when somebody invites you to their house, essentially, and you know you're a guest. Yeah. You know, you kind of want to err on the side of caution.
Reel that in a bit, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, you're a guest. There is a power imbalance, and that's why you have to be careful of it.
Although you weren't acting like much of a charitable person when you were on Sargon stream, I gotta say. You were a guest in his house.
Yeah. The problem with that is that you are the one that decided that it would be a good idea, and I was there involuntarily. So I was protesting. I was protesting, and that's what we're going with.
Okay, all right. Joe was there under protest.
And by the way, Carl was a prick to me on our stream. So
I know, and he was a prick to me too. But
I'm sorry.
I decided to give him a second chance, and boy.
Well, no, he just wanted. See, he just wanted to win.
That was.
He just
dumb of me.
He just you fucking Canadians and your niceness. Fucking drives me. It vexes me.
It vexes me.
No other thing on earth have I ever used that word for.
And so many times.
I was saving that word for the right thing. Canadians.
When you died?
No. Canadians. I was waiting for Canadians. Canadians vex me. No other thing vexes me.
We are a different breed of people.
No other thing vexes me.
And you can tell we're a transplant somewhere because we carry our niceness wherever we go.
Yeah, wherever you go, yeah. Well, that's why sometimes it used to be a thing where Americans would like carry Canadian flags or when they travel.
It's still a
thing. So basically so they don't get spit on.
It's still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah. My uncle did the whole European backpacking thing when he was younger, right? Yeah. And now his daughter, my cousin, she went to do it, and it's the same thing. You put the Canadian flag on your backpack. It's amazing the hospitality you get.
But when you see American flag, not so much.
She met a lot of Americans who had the Canadian flag on their backpack for that very reason.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's a fucking thing. I can't believe.
Yeah.
But yes, Canadians vex me. Their niceness vexes me.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, no, look, Carl invited us on that stream because he wanted to
pwn us.
No, he wanted to kick us off.
Well, yeah, but he also wanted to go to
his followers and say, see, because when he was on our stream, he didn't do so well.
Yeah, no, he rage quit.
Yeah, so
we made Carl rage quit.
So there was that. So yeah, no, don't come on my stream and tell me to shut up. Hell, don't come on my stream and do anything that I wouldn't do. What's that quote from?
Wait, but that means
from the Spider.
Wait,
there's a quote from the Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming, where he tells Peter Parker, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And definitely don't do anything I would do.
Yeah.
And then he says something else, and then he says there's a little gray area in there. That's where you come in.
That's where you come in.
Yeah. That's where when you come to my stream, that's where you're at. You're in that little gray area.
Oh God.
Definitely don't do shit that I would do. Don't do shit that I wouldn't do either.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of wiggle room in there, and that's where you fit in. And if you step out of that, I'm kicking you out. It's really that simple. I don't give a shit if you're in the middle of your argument, or if you're you can be like, I'll give you $1 million. No.
You're funny.
I'm just saying, there's a little gray area for you to be in, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so there's that.
Yeah.
There was that. I have no particular ill will towards that guy. I mean,
I don't.
I don't really know the guy. And I know people can get very heated about their opinions about stuff.
Yeah.
And I make allowances, just not for telling me to shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, I might even let you slide if you tell me to go fuck myself. But telling me to shut up, no, that's probably not a good thing to do. Probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
So yes, so there was that.
So I think.
To reiterate, right? To reiterate, for the cheap seats, that group that I was in, I did not participate in.
Right.
Particularly the flagging, because I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's too easy to make a new account and whatever, and it's more hassle to me to go flag you than it is for me. Like the return on investment is that you're gonna get flagged and you're gonna make a new account and you're gonna be back. Yeah, I'm not playing whack-a-mole with internet retards.
Yeah, no, I just mute you.
However, if I had the time, the inclination.
If I had the AI.
Right, and if I could program an app to do it automatically for me, where I just put in your Twitter handle, right, and then it flags you without me having to do anything else. Oh, I so would.
Yeah.
I so would, without a doubt. I don't give a shit what you have to say. So no, I would, but I didn't. I would have become involved, but I didn't. I was waiting for there to be a story, because I figured, well, these guys are doing this stuff, they're flagging people and whatever. Eventually, someone's gonna put two and two together, and they're gonna, because I know that the other people on the other side do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So I figured that at some point things were gonna come to a head. I said head. And remember, it's Tuesday. I'm just saying, head. It's Tuesday. Just saying.
I thought you didn't like puns.
Puns are the devil's work. Yes. So I'm in league with the devil. So what? Oh
God.
So yes, I would have, but didn't. Although no one's gonna care anyway, right? But I figured it would come to something. I figured there was gonna be something, and
so
maybe I should just watch.
Yeah.
And which is what I did. But yeah, I totally would have. I totally would. Yeah, if you're a prick to people on Twitter, more specifically, if you violate the terms of service, I really don't have a problem with you getting booted off.
Yeah, I mean,
I really don't.
Well, look, if you're violating the platform that you're on, like their terms of service,
then they have the right to do it. Yeah, and they have a system for getting that information, which is flagging people.
Yeah.
So I'm not down with falsely flagging people if they're not doing anything wrong or whatever. No. I'm not down with that. But violating terms of service is just as a thing, right? Yeah. So there was that.
So there was that.
Yes. We will not be doing another 6-hour stream.
Oh God, no.
Ever.
Ever.
If there's a topic that say more than 4 people want to discuss, then I would just do like 2 separate streams. Yeah. Especially if I know that 2 of the people are Like, I'm not doing what Dave Rubin did. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to put Anita Sarkeesian in the same room with Carl Benjamin. Right?
Yeah.
But if there's a topic that more than 4 people will say want to discuss, and that means including you and I, right? So
of course,
2 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Then I would set up a separate stream to discuss that topic, right? Be more than happy to do it that way because it's more manageable. And people, you know, I just didn't really think it through completely when I put the link up, and I didn't know that so many people would be, you know, interested in joining the stream, right? So you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it like that, partitioned from now on.
Well, that's better than a 6-hour fucking stream. So.
And we're definitely gonna try to keep it to about an hour. That's the length that I want. Yeah, an hour and a half. That's really the length that I really think is best for this kind of stuff.
I do too. Especially, I mean, like, look, after an hour, you know, I gotta go pee and shit, and you know.
Pee and shit at the same time.
No, I'm just.
And do other shit.
And do other shit. Yes.
Just checking, because you know.
All right, and go to sleep apparently, because I'm like.
Sometimes yes, sometimes you do that. So yes. Let's see. War Corpse is a fucking DNS bait. War Corpse is a fucking Dean Esme tribute act. Dean, if you ever hear this, I didn't say that. Somebody else did, although I completely agree.
I miss War Corpse. His channel's gone.
Is it?
Yeah, he got flagged by some woman. He was yelling.
Oh, I remember.
He was yelling land whale at her.
Land whale, yeah. Blackbird is in the chat and says, I find using insults to make a case rather distasteful, regardless of stance. I find it distasteful too, although I am and will be more than happy to engage in that shit should it become necessary. And sometimes it does. Yes. But I agree. If you're gonna make an argument, then make the argument.
Yeah, right? And then call them a moron.
And then well, you can do it first. It's okay to do it first. It's okay to do it first. The rationals are, you know, all about the rationals.
Rationals.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark. Yes. But remember, this is Twitter. We're talking about Twitter, not YouTube. It's a slightly different thing. Flagging and, you know. But yes. So again, there was that. And go visit the website. Give me all your monies.
Yeah.
What's the website name again?
AkkadianTimes.com.
Amazing. Ding.
There you go.
Okay, so we now that that's out of the way. Thanks to everybody in the chat and
all you crazy people.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, it's weird, man. People are weird. You're just weird. I feel like Ferris Bueller at the end of the movie. Go home.
Go home.
Go home now.
Yeah.
Go. Alrighty. So yes, go home now.
So say good night, dear.
Good night, dear. You know it's Tuesday, right? So you know what's next.
It's always Tuesday.
Well, I'm saying you know what we're doing in. Okay. Okay. We'll see you next time. Now you pull up the window and press the button.
Don't throw your Keurig out.
No, yeah, don't. I'm gonna press another button in about about 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Good night, dear.
Good night, dear.